Oh, what's up, y'all? Just give us a second here.
They tried to play us, but we made the game. Offend these haters, turn their shade to shame.
Believe you me.
Stick with the name that pays. Big Daddy, everything. And they thought I was dumb to rap, but how dumb is that when I'm the running back? Gut punch you in front of you at eye level, see if you gon' stomach that. It's food for thought, but we don't feed them hoes, we don't need them hoes. Eloquent, Big Daddy elephant, just in their element. Intelligence, telling men something they can tell a friend. And
Good evening, everyone. How are all of y'all doing? So impressed that y'all could be here today. Hey, Armand Melefanti, you've heard of Elephant Men, brother? This is like a Monday scheduled kind of like thing, but no, it's happens to be Sunday, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You want to say what's up to the people and kind of tell them what we're even doing here?
Yeah, I'll say what's up to the people. People, what's up? Welcome to the Big Daddy Energy Podcast. I have no idea what we're doing here. However, no, I'm kidding. We're here to talk about all things related to man, manliness, manhood. Um, yeah, brother, I think we got a big deal today to talk about. It's always my favorite to talk about Farger. Farger is dad.
Faja.
Faja. Faja is dad. Yeah, which is funny, by the way, because in that line he goes on to say, "Oh, sorry, I didn't understand because I don't speak freaky deaky Dutch."
Yes,
And
sir.
father in Dutch would be pronounced Vader.
Vader.
Darth Vader. That's what his name was. Darth was a combination of dark and death, so his name was Dark Death Father. That's where they came up with the name Darth Vader.
But then why would he be his father, Luke Skywalker?
He was Luke Skywalker's father the whole time. So when he told Luke, "I am your father," we already do that because his name was Darth Father in Dutch.
Got you. Hmm.
Interesting.
That is pretty interesting. Today is celebrated as Father's Day in America, but guess what, Jeff? It's also celebrated today in Algeria. Let's see, in Kenya, in Nigeria, right? So South Africa and quite a few other places, brother. It started off as something that the Catholics
Uh-huh.
started on March 19th, and it was, hey, fellas, happy Father's Day to you both. No, I'm sorry. Hey, fellas, happy Father's Day to you both.
What are you talking about? I didn't see a comment passed under the bottom. So are you just saying something?
Oh, yeah,
Are you
man.
just saying
I was
random
just,
things?
I was,
No idea.
okay, here you go.
you were reading this. Got you.
Man. I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, I read that. It says, man, I keep reading it wrong. Okay. Hey, fellas, happy Father's Day to you both.
Hey, thanks, Manny.
Father's Day is every day.
Oh man,
She's been paying attention, Jeff.
that really warms the heart, Manny. Thank you.
Yeah, that was good.
That
It's
was
kind of
good.
like, have you ever had hot chocolate with marshmallows?
I have. It's so good.
It's kind of how that felt.
It's a good combination.
And we appreciate that, man. That makes it so much better that you recognize that. So Thanks for your enthusiasm. Absolutely. We definitely enjoy to do this. Hey, brother, there's a lot of English phrases I don't know how to say right. There's a lot of English phrases in which right I do not know how to say.
Mm. Yeah. What's an example of one?
Like you can't say stuff like uh I can't tell you because I haven't learned
You don't know how to say it right.
it.
Yeah,
Right? But if you say, which town are you from?
yeah,
Right? You can't say I'm from whatever town it is. The town which I'm from is. It's kind of like that, brother. It's
yeah.
Houston. There's a lot of those things I never would have. I would have said no. That's not. I don't. No one talks like that.
Yeah,
But proper English would tell you that's how you have to say it.
yeah. It's interesting because if you listen to the English talk, English, it's understandable. I understand what they're saying mostly, but sometimes I'm just like, why are they saying it that way? But then it's like that's the King's English or whatever they call it,
The Queen's English,
the
yeah.
Queen's English. Yeah, and then when you listen to us, it's like, oh man, we just sound like a bunch of vagrants to them. We just totally butchered this language.
Yeah, absolutely. And it makes sense if you know the history of America and how this thing all came together.
Yeah,
Of course, we sound ridiculous speaking a language that's not ours.
it's
Of
not
course.
ours. And then we just kind of do whatever we want, and we just make up words and shorten them and lengthen them. And
Like right now, you just said shorten them. What is
what? That's I have no idea what that is. I don't know what an M is, but what I meant was shorten them because I shortened that to shorten them.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you put a line, you can just kind of mix the words into one.
Right.
As long as you have a small line that clears it all up.
If that's the case, then what is the word ain't without that line?
As not.
You can't. And where's the I come from, brother?
I don't know. Ain't. I don't know. That's a good one. Because isn't is not.
Right.
But you can't say will not. You can't say willn't. But would not is wouldn't.
But I've heard of a word like shan't. I shan't do that.
I shall not. I shan't.
There you go.
I willn't do it. That doesn't see
That
that
go
doesn't
to
work.
won't. But won't isn't that wouldn't?
That's won't is the same as wouldn't. Won't is the same as wouldn't. Would not.
Then why do we have won't?
That's will not. But where does the O come from?
Well, will you or won't you?
I will won't. My will is to won't. My will is to would not. Will you or won't you? This is good, brother. This is good.
So there's a lot of stuff we gotta learn, right?
It is,
Obviously.
yeah. This is why etymology is so fun.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This Father's Day thing started off as St. Joseph's Day on March 19th. So there's some countries that still celebrate on March 19th. That'll be Father's Day. Would it surprise you? Maybe not you, Jeff, because we were just both surprised at the same time. But would it surprise you that there's a such thing as a Grandparents' Day? Oh, that doesn't surprise you.
Yeah, they get a day. They deserve a day.
I remember hearing about that day in church once, and then I remember my mother and my sister-in-law's parents went on Grandparents' Day to my nephew's school. Ate lunch.
Oh, okay.
Grandparents' Day.
That's cool. I'd never heard of it before. I always thought their day was back in the day. It's their grandparents. I've never heard of it, brother. That's I'm cool with that though.
Yeah. And then there's Hey Jeff, I found out about this one on social media. It's called Siblings Day. There's a Siblings Day.
Yeah,
Have you seen those before? Like
I have. Yeah,
few people you went to school with, and you see like their brother and their sister, and you're like, oh, I didn't know they had a older sister. You know, some like kind of thing like
Siblings
that.
Day. Yeah. Make jokes at each other, kind of pick at each other.
Yeah, there's that. And then there's a Children's Day, Jeff. All right.
That's called the toy store.
No, there's a Children's Day. Children's Day.
Oh, you're talking about? I don't like that one. I don't celebrate. You're talking about Christmas. I don't like Christmas
No. Let's see.
because that's the Children's Day. Christmas,
I'll tell you. No, it's
Halloween. That's also a Children's Day.
World Children's Day is celebrated on 20th November to commemorate the Declaration of the Rights of the Child. Yep. On November 20th. So this so which one is it? Is it
So they get 3 months in a row.
okay? So now I'm trying to find. Okay, it's celebrated on June 1st in the Soviet Union, but what about in America?
I could understand the communists having a Children's Day
Yeah,
because they killed all the adults in the early 20th century.
dang.
So
United Kingdom, Nigeria. It's May 27th. I didn't know that. All right, look at all these countries. June 1st. Okay, United States. Second Sunday of June.
that
was last week. And
so we don't even get our own as fathers. We still got to share it.
oh, that's this month. Yeah, we got to share it with
We got
them.
to share our month.
So in 2022, it was June 12th. And then next year, so-called next year, it'll be June 11th, the second Sunday of June. It's Children's Day. So that's cool. Jeff, if all these are days, like you have a Mother's Day, you have a Grandparents' Day, you have a Father's Day, what's up? Otherwise, Mother's Day, like this grand, like this thing is huge. They're all each 24 hours apiece, Jeff.
Yeah. I'll tell you why, bro. The
Could
same
you-
reason why nature is a mother, but stupid time is a father.
Mm.
Because isn't nature so beautiful?
Yeah,
and
I've seen her.
pleasant?
Yeah.
Time sucks. It's not kind to anyone.
Yeah, and it doesn't wait for anyone either.
No, time is kind of like a very, very large monster that wants to eat you. It's kind of like what time is. So same reason,
Yeah.
Mother Nature being beautiful. We're
got you.
far more kind to the idea of a mother than we are to a father.
I got you.
West.
Okay, so today I spelled Father's Days FATHER apostrophe. That's the line you were talking about.
Mhm.
S space capital DAZE. Why? Why did I spell it that way?
I don't know why you added a Y.
No, no, not
Now, so
Father's
this
Daisy. But could you tell us the reason? Okay.
it was so from the way you just spelled it out and the way I'm looking at it, that looks like ownership. So we're saying that Happy Father's Days.
Yeah, you own the days.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I would have to say it's because everyone seems to be kind of confused about what fathers are and what they deserve. Right? Is that something like that?
Yeah. Would you elaborate, please, if you would?
I will. Yes, sir. So it seems that we have funneled down the father into a type or into a simple figure, the father figure. So the word father, going back to the etymology of father, it simply means a man who begets a child. That's what a father is. And
Okay.
so I'll start here. A man who begets a child. This means that as a man, you know a woman and you impregnate her and she has a child. You have become a father solely because you've impregnated the woman and she's had the child.
Let's do it.
You are a father. What we do now is we have made it something that one has to earn that title.
No, you just said.
Mhm.
No, I was just enjoying the fact that you called me a father, but I did my job.
Mhm.
We procreated,
Mhm.
and you're telling me congratulations already, brother. We had cigars.
Yeah. Congrats. However,
Appreciate it.
at any moment in time,
So happy, man. My boys, man.
you,
Call my boys up. Come
yeah,
celebrate with me, man.
celebrate good. Yeah, but just remember that if you stop doing all the things that we consider good fatherhood, you're going to be dead to us. A deadbeat. All right.
No, I already did. You can't
Now,
undo.
now there's fake fathers. We don't talk about them because we only talk about real fathers.
Hmm.
Now there's father figures, those that look like fathers that aren't. And now also there's stepfathers, which we've talked about before.
Yeah.
Those that father orphans. All of these extra steps to being considered a good father. And one of the things you see joking about on the socials is how a lot of guys that I know, they'll say, here comes Father's Day, when all the single moms tell us how they're the father. You know what I'm saying? All the single moms get on and say, well, I'm the father and the mother. You know what I'm saying? All of these stipulations have been added, brother. All of them.
Why do you think that is, brother? From their perspective, let's actually look and see if they have a valid point.
Yeah. So
In general, we ain't talking about particularly, but in
I
general.
got you. Yeah. Okay. So in general, I would say it's because a certain standard was set and it's not being met.
Oh, set by who?
By non-fathers. Non-fathers set a standard, and then that
A
standard wasn't
father.
met.
They
Yeah.
start. They established a standard, but they weren't fathers.
No, they were fathers. Fathers. No, no, they weren't fathers, man. Non-fathers set the standard, and then that standard was not met by actual fathers, and so they began they began breaking this down into stages or steps, or like everything we do, right? We always quantify or qualify everything and quantify it, break it down into different qualities. That's what we do, a hierarchy of sorts. And so
Okay.
that's what they did.
Okay. I have a question, brother. Can you uh can you put together what would be considered a good father? Because let's start there. Because
Okay.
I have something else after that.
What I would consider a good father.
Yeah.
Okay. To start with, a good father has to be someone who is able to produce children.
Okay.
He's able to impregnate a woman. That's
Yeah.
for starters.
Okay.
It seems like it's a given, but it's not. It's not a given because some guys can't and they still call themselves fathers. So he has to be able to produce children to be called a good father.
Okay.
And then he has to care about that child's well-being and health, shelter the child, feed the child, nurture the child in the way that fathers nurture children. Um, and I think that's it.
All right.
That's a good father.
Well, that's very similar to where I was going with it because there's no such thing as a good father, right?
Okay.
those things you just said, he has to do. That doesn't make him.
That's a father. Yeah.
It's just a father. It's not a good
Yeah.
father. You can save an adjective and a syllable. Let's call that man a father.
Okay.
Right, because he had the child, and then the child didn't ask to be here, so you make sure that you sponsor that damn child, man. Hey, that's easy.
Yeah.
Right. Some people, when they look at their fathers and they say, man, my father had a good father, because they would do stuff like what? They would give him advice, they would talk to him, right? They would
Spend time with him. Yeah.
Yeah, they taught them a lot of things, gave them discipline and just stuff like that. You have wise fathers, you have some not so wise fathers, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
But
Righteous.
even the
fathers, unrighteous.
righteous fathers, yeah, unrighteous. But even the not so wise fathers, but they still went to work. You know what I'm saying? This is his father. He had to do what he had to do.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Some fathers fight their sons.
Mm-hmm.
They fight their sons, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they might do it when the son's 9. They fight him. And then the son turns 20, and they try again to fight him. But this one time,
He was in football when he was in high school.
so this time he's going to lose that fight.
Yeah.
Usually the fight stops then after that.
Right. Yeah, and there gets some understanding shows up.
Yeah. Brother, a father that does that fights his son,
Mm-hmm.
many non-fathers will look at that and say he's a bad father. Remember, I said there's no good fathers, right? So I'm not going to say he's just a father. That's it. But it'd be great if you could add righteous father or wise father. That'd be great.
Those are cool, yeah.
All right.
But those are adjectives that make anything better, right?
Anything, yeah.
Like an electrician is an electrician.
Right.
If he's a wise electrician, this is good.
There you go. Yeah. So being a righteous father, that's good. You have some people will say I had a good father because he was caring. Right? He was so caring, and he would, all these things. Happy Father's Day, Sola and Jeff. Appreciate you, Craig. Hey, Craig, we're trying to schedule something, man. We ain't gonna say too much of it on here, but we're trying to schedule something.
Mm-hmm.
Get around, we can get around each other. So keep that in mind. That's why I was asking what side of town you was on and all that. We'll link up.
Yeah, we'll put it together soon.
Yeah, soon, brother.
Soon.
But have you seen that before, brother? Caring. Look at this guy. He's so caring, and
yeah.
Right. He's the father that kisses his son
Mm-hmm.
in the mouth, and brother, he doesn't know how else to express his love. This is what he's doing, man. And some people say, man, I had a good father. I miss him so much. He was such a good father. Because they remember that he would nurture them.
Yeah.
Brother, that father is actually worse than the one that fought his son.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And you know how much that might hurt somebody, Jeff, when I said that? And their father maybe passed on, or they're sick, or they hang out with their father every Sunday.
Yeah.
They might be mad that I said that, Jeff. I said, man, they might even want to fight me, Jeff, because
understandably,
right?
That's what they know, brother.
That's what they know. This man, he would let me sit in his lap, and I remember just sitting in my dad's lap, and he would this, now, and we play all the time, and all those things, brother. I get it. But part of the reason why they want to fight me is because they learned that expressing love through emotion was good. That's what they learned.
Yeah.
Brother, I love a lot of people, brother. I don't do it emotionally though. I deeply love. I love people, brother. I don't do it emotionally.
I've never seen you do that.
I don't love people emotionally.
Stare off into the city from a high place. People, I love all of you.
I don't love it emotionally. Yeah, brother.
Like Batman. Yeah, no.
All right. Something about this guy because, you're my daughters, man. I don't love them emotionally. I love them though. You know what I'm saying? Look how soft they are, but I don't use my emotions to love them because then they'll think that that's how love is expressed. You understand?
Yeah.
So a father, and this is not, I don't want to beat up on fathers, man. We all just learning this stuff, man. We're learning. And they didn't learn any better. Maybe they were beat when they were kids and they said, I'm going to be the exact opposite. So they become their mom because she was the exact opposite of their dad.
Yeah.
They think that's the best way to bring a child up. And then some people were beat by their father, so they beat their children. Beat them, fight them.
Oh.
That's what I mean when I say beat. Like they fight their boys.
Right.
Brother, if I grew up. My dad, I'm not gonna say he fought us, brother, but he definitely wasn't the nurturing type. He just, what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But he was physical with us, very physical, actually. I remember that. And that helped for me to understand pain very well, brother. I have a very good relationship with pain. Actually, I love it. Not that I love pain, but I love the relationship that I have with pain. Because I know that it's all it is.
It's just pain, brother. Yeah.
No, that's all it is.
No, that's it. And there's a certain set of events that create it.
Yeah.
And then it's there. And then it's just, that's it.
That's it. It's not even that long. Pain.
Yeah. I've seen your relationship with pain, brother. I've seen it. Yeah. And when I first saw it, I thought, oh, yeah, something is wrong with this man. Because I've always thought of pain as like, this is letting my body know something's wrong. And then when I do something about the pain, it's letting someone else know something's wrong.
Right.
So that they can come help me. Like, something's on my foot. Ouch. Somebody comes to my aid.
Yeah.
But it's not true. I've been by myself and yelled ouch and no one came.
No one's coming. Yeah.
And so, yeah, I've seen your relationship with pain, brother. And I had to ask you if you were in pain. And you looked at me and said, oh, yes, this is on me. Yeah. Said, okay, well, let's get it off. Yeah, sure. That'd be great.
We just got it off, right? That's it.
Something that weighed almost as much as a small car, brother. Crushing your hand.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother. It was just pain. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And so I'm grateful for that because it turns out as a man, I can't be all, oh no, I'm crying because I'm dealing with pain right now. And then look around for someone to come and say, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. It hurts. It doesn't hurt. Manhood doesn't work like that, Jeff.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a man one day. Guess what? I'm going to have to defend myself. And so if a father is fighting his son, I don't endorse this whatsoever. But if a father is fighting his son at 9 years old, that son is going to figure out a way to defend himself.
Yeah.
And he'll be able to have that for the rest of his life. He'll have it.
Yeah. Yeah. At that age, too, it becomes part of who he is.
Absolutely.
Defense, self-defense, aggression becomes a part of who he is. Very good. Very good trait to have.
Yes, sir. But if a father nurtures his son, I'm not talking about nourishing. I'm not talking about nourishing because the father should nourish.
Yeah.
Well, let me put it like this: father should cultivate his seed, but shouldn't be nurturing, like a little nurse, tending to him like a nurse. If he does that to his son, then he'll never be a man. He'll never fully grow up to be a man. mature to be a man. He won't. He's a baby. And when he goes into relationships, he'll wonder why he's not being babied. And then he'll go tell his mom on you girls. tell his mom on you.
Yeah.
And then his mom will be mad at you and she'll call you and say, I'm hearing, not that it's any of my business, but I just, she'll bitch at you.
She'll come over and cook breakfast for him.
Yeah.
And you'll wake up and see her in your kitchen cooking breakfast.
That's right.
Yeah.
Brother, what should a father expect on a day that is supposedly meant for him, brother? What should he expect? Should he expect, maybe some warm cookies?
That's cool.
Maybe a foot rub.
Foot rubs are nice.
He's got 2 kids. One's 9, the other one's 7. They rubbing his feet.
That's all right.
All right. How about what about here's this extra tool. We went through your toolbox and we know that you lost your favorite set of pliers, and so we got you this set from Black & Decker. Black & Decker, and we got some what's that place, brother, where the tools suck? The cheap
Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight. Went to Harbor Freight. Look, we got you this whole set.
Oh wow. Wow. You guys are so nice. Thanks.
Yeah, we went to Home Depot, and I know like how you like, you're really big on not spending all your money. Every day is Father's Day for me. Yeah. I think that's what we're kind of getting to, right?
That's what we're getting at. Yeah.
So, and I know how you're really tight on money. You don't want us to spend all your money. So it's we saw Matco. It was like, no, we're gonna spend $400 a set of tools. So we went to Harbor Freight, and we got all this for $69.99. Your tools. So,
just put them right there. I'll put them in the garage.
Yeah, Mom was saying you can fix this thing, and so you got the tools now. So now you can.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sure.
All right.
I'll fix it later. Thanks.
So should he expect maybe some tools a little bit?
I would imagine he's going to get some of that.
Hey, what if his wife was like, and I've got something special for you?
Oh.
Yeah.
That thing that I like?
Can you talk to me about the days that these men are in, brother, a little bit?
They're in a daze, brother. Listen. First of all, your reward system is all jacked up. And this comes from what you're talking about, brother, about being nurtured and nourished.
Yep.
Being put on this reward system, right? The best reward system that you can put your children on is one that is like real life, the real life one, right? The real life reward system doesn't give you tools on days that it's celebrating you. That's how it works. Right. And you've got to really separate yourself from, or rather separate within yourself the things that you deserve and that you've worked for from the things that are considered a gift. Coitus with your wife. That is no special gift for a day of the year.
But
no, sir. This is an occasion that happens often. This is actually the glue to our relationship. Actually, that's why before I met my wife, all the pages in my magazine are stuck together. This is the glue that holds this book of marriage together. You understand? That's what sex is, brother. I think I've said this before. Me personally, I don't deal with sex in that way. And as a reward. No, I don't want it. No thanks. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. Yes, sir.
Fathers, men, no. Don't accept it. Don't ever accept it as a gift. Ever. It should be something that you get whenever you want it. That's how often you should get it. As far as tools go, brother, have you shopped for tools?
Yes, sir. I have.
Have you spent a lot of time shopping for them?
Yeah.
No. Do you ever buy the cheapest ones that you find?
When I was 19, yes, but
oh yeah. Do you have those? The ones that you bought when you were 19.
No, sir. No, sir.
You don't have them, brother. We know how to buy tools, man, because we know what we need them for, and we buy the good stuff. What am I getting at? Here's what I'm getting at. Here's the days. Here's the confusion. The confusion is that we're told that we get celebrated specifically for being fathers on this day. And the reality is none of this within our homes would be happening without us. Right? When our families and us go into prayer and go worship the Lord, we don't have a day set aside within the year that we give him the things that we may think that he wants. We give him thanks every day when we sit down to eat food. We give him thanks when we wake up in the mornings. We give him thanks. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And so it should be as a father with your family. You should be receiving thanks often. And whatever fathers, I understand why society would designate a day to celebrate fathers and mothers and grandparents and kids. I get it. Right? Because if we're not careful, we'll never say thank you to any of these people.
Could happen, yeah.
It could happen, especially here when we're like everybody's constantly on the move. You know what I'm saying? Like we're so busy in this country, man, that if we're not careful, we won't say thank you. We won't stop and appreciate something. I get it, but don't fall for the confusion, man. Don't get treated like shite all year and then get celebrated one day out of it. No, this isn't the way, man.
Yeah, but every year I get these snickerdoodles and it's my favorite. And you know, I can't remember the last time I had like full like autonomy in bed. Like, I mean, literally every single thing that I've thought about. And
how much does it did you guys get a quote yet? Have you gotten a quote?
Quote, no, the thing is that saves money. That's why she does it that way. It's because it saves money. So instead of her getting like this real, like going like real extravagant, because one time she made this stuff real extravagant. I'm like, honey, like I don't need all that, you know?
Yeah, no, I get that part. I'm saying like, yeah, because I'm the same way. It's like, look, hey, all natural is the best, right? I'm saying like, as far as
I'm saying she put together like this whole huge party and
right
thing like that. I think that year was my first year breaking 200K. So it was kind of like, it's kind of like she spent about 10% of that on the party, but I mean, who's counting?
Yeah.
And she invited her father. So it's kind of, I don't know if it was all for me, but.
So how long has it been since you've gone and talked to the lawyer? Like how long is the lawyer telling you to have these parties and stuff? Because I would imagine they got to be expensive.
No, I don't. We don't have a lawyer.
You don't have a lawyer? How are you going to go through a divorce without a lawyer?
Oh, divorce? No way, man. I'm not gonna divorce her. That's
what you just said. You just said you can't remember the last time. Obviously, you guys are on your way to divorce. That's what you meant when you said that.
Nah, I know there's relationships out here like that, brother. It shouldn't be. Hold on, I want to read this.
Yeah.
There are a lot of men that think the best way to be a father is what they have seen on television. Who's the boss?
Mm-hmm.
Different strokes. Family Matters, Cosby Show, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Brady Bunch, Little House on the Prairie, Home Improvement. The list goes on, but those fathers were very misguiding. Those are fantasy people created for women and children's entertainment. Fantasy fathers. Fantasy people.
Yeah.
Let's look at let me think of some of the fathers on here. Family Matters. Okay, I'll take him. Which one you got, brother?
I'll take Home Improvement.
All right. So on Family Matters, this guy was a cop. He had he had 3 kids. A son and 2 daughters. All right. And so let's look at it. He would come home. The entire house was ran by the mother.
Yeah.
and he allowed the neighbor's son who had a crush on his daughter to come over every day. Wait a minute.
That's kind of weird.
He spent very little time with his son. Yeah, brother, this is I don't know, brother. It's not really looking good. His son also had a dumb friend, very stupid friend.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and his father was chubby guy, looked harmless, Jeff.
Yeah, I think he had like 2 scenes where he was angry.
Yeah,
that I remember.
Okay. All right, what you got? Let's hear your story.
Oh yeah. So we have a guy who is very competent. He's a handyman. He knows how to fix and build most things.
Okay.
Started a business that's doing well. Started a television show that's really famous. But he's treated like a total buffoon by his entire family.
He's running a business and he knows how to fix everything.
Yes. He's moderately successful. This guy was pretty successful. He had a TV show and everything.
He had kids?
He had kids who admired him, I think.
2 boys, right?
2 boys, yeah. And his wife treated him
No,
like
3. He had 3. There was a blonde kid. Then the middle kid looked kind of like him.
That's right. Yeah.
Then they had the youngest.
The littlest one, the smallest one, yeah. Who was a mama's boy, if I remember. Yeah.
Damn it. There you go. Okay.
He was a mama's boy. And the wife treated him like a complete buffoon, man. Yep. And he always seemed to be like fumbling around in life. Like
that's all they would show.
They would always show like he was like stumble through life. He was like stumbling through life, which I think is kind of normal for most people, I think.
Yeah.
But he was treated like an idiot, man. That was the biggest thing I remember, is that he was treated like a complete idiot.
Wow. What did the mother do?
His wife?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. She would always ridicule him, talk to him like a child. He was like one of the sons.
The wives are always the masculine ones. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
On all the TV shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Cosby Show, Claire was the smartest one in the house. She was the
They always had the answers. They were always the ones that could figure things out.
Yeah. Some of these I don't remember much of the story, the plots in like Who's the Boss and Different Strokes. I remember the shows. I just don't remember enough about those characters. Brady Bunch. Oh man, brother.
Yeah.
A loser.
I think that was the birth of simphood. The Brady Bunch.
He was a loser, brother.
I think the Simps were born from the Brady Bunch.
What about the Simpsons?
The Simpsons, very similar to Home Improvement.
Yeah, brother. He was successful. They had a decent house. I mean, what?
Do you remember what Homer Simpson did for a living?
Yeah, didn't he work for Duff?
He did, but if you remember, brother, he was now that we know the industry.
Yeah.
Brother, he was a controller for a nuclear power plant.
That's what he was. That's right.
He worked in the control room for a nuclear. Do you know?
He's not stupid. He makes
you know how
money
smart
and
you have to be? You know how intelligent you have to be a controller for a nuclear power and operator?
That's right. That's what he did. And he got disrespected at home.
He did, yeah. Yeah, disrespected at home. Well.
So tell me, what kind of rewards, if they gave us a peek, what kind of rewards or congratulations did they get?
The presence of their families. That's what they received, was the presence of their families.
Got you. Let's look at this. Tony Danza was a single father in Who's the Boss and goes to work as a maid for.
I remember that, Tony Danza.
Goes to work as a maid for a wealthy family in Connecticut. How disrespectful to himself.
Yeah.
Hey, and so I've been really, really going hard in my family, making sure that they know that I'm not a family man. very. I do it almost every day. Well, I do it every day, but almost all day. I'm constantly telling, listen to me. I'm not a family man because I have to erase this stuff that we're talking about. All these shows, these are all family men, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's varying degrees because you might find yourself, I'm going to mix a little bit of this and I'm going to mix a little bit of that. And that way I'll be a little family, a little bit, whatever else there is. If a man doesn't get what he wants out of life, then why should the wife or his kids get what they want out of life? Because you're lying to them all. If a man can't get what he wants out of life, no one's going to get what they want out of life. No one.
Right.
Isn't that real life, brother? If you said, all right, now I'm done, it's my time, I've expired. Life is now yours. It's not mine anymore. I'm gone. Now, please continue in the way that you understand for it to be.
Yeah, and then like right there, you'll look around, and what you'll find is that no one cares what you were handed, what was given to you.
Right.
No one's going to care.
That's true.
You've got to make something out of it, or you don't, and that's it. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This idea that, and this is only for fathers, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off, but this only applies to fathers, man. You don't see it being applied to children or mothers.
But what about sacrifice, brother? Isn't that the thing isn't that the whole thing? Is like, yeah, but let's just say I was a fireman, brother, and I was like, I do this for them. I sacrifice everything. It's not about me. It's all about them. Isn't that noble, Jeff? Don't you hear what I'm saying? Isn't that somebody start to clap slowly for me?
Yeah, no. No, you did a job. You signed up to what you did as a man. That's it.
But I'm telling you, I give them all my time. If I wanted to go to the theater and watch some badass movie, and they're like, no, we want to watch, A Land Before Time or whatever that's called.
Yeah. You'll be rewarded, brother.
Then we all go and watch A Land Before Time.
Just cost you $90 to watch a dinosaur cartoon?
Yes, sir. And I said, did everybody have fun? They're like, yeah. Then I start acting like one of the dinosaurs that's on the movie. Dad's coming. Yeah. All right.
Oh, man, that's so fun, brother. Look at that guy. He's such a good dad.
All right. And then my wife's talking to her sister, and there he goes again. He just, right. I'm not turning her on, Jeff.
No, you're not.
I'm over here, like, oh no, and then I get icy spilled on me. Oh, I got this icy spilled on me. Damn it, man. What are you doing? You played football. You don't remember?
Yeah.
You were a tight end.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. If you ever face to face with your murderer, you'll remind him of the children you have, so that he can spare your life, and hopefully he can spare your life. That's what those guys do. I have kids.
I've got kids at home, man.
Yeah.
Because look at what you're doing. You're saying, please, wife, mother me. Please mother me. And then please, children, smother me. Please, all of you, suffocate me to death. Just because I chose. Men, listen, you're the one. It's your family. It's yours. It's not your wife's family. It's not the kid's family. It's your family. You said, you know what, I want to start a family. And when you started looking and you saw a woman, you're like, man, that's what's up. I think she's the one. And then you whether you did the vows or you went in onto her and you impregnated her and you said, good, I'm gonna have a baby. It's your child. And that child comes out and you gave it your last name and you're telling that child these things. So that same last name that you gave them will continue far long. This is your dream. This is your vision. It's yours. And you just say, it doesn't matter what I want. Everybody poke my eyes, gouge my eyes out. Golly, man. This is your life, man. This is yours. It's yours, man. This world is yours. Was Al Bundy a family man? Al Bundy, golly,
Nah,
man.
I liked Al Bundy. I like
You know what Al Bundy was, brother? He actually wasn't a family man per se. That's why some people look at him as a failure, right?
Yeah.
Because he really wasn't a family man. He was a defeated man.
That's a good point. Yeah.
He was defeated, man.
Yeah.
He just he didn't want to go, and he wasn't a simp, right? He wasn't doing extra stuff for what's her name, Peggy?
Right. Yeah, Peggy
Bundy.
Yeah.
He showed what it was to suffer in a household with no order. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Because he wasn't necessarily the type of man that says, you know what, all of it, put it all on my back. He wasn't Will Smith. I'll take everything and look, whatever you have, whatever y'all want to do. He wasn't like that. But he was a very defeated man, and he suffered in this household where there was no order. His daughter ended up becoming more of it was PG, 13.
Yeah,
she still was
Yeah, she was out there. Yeah, for
right?
sure.
His wife, there's no reason for his wife to have been, the way that she was.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But she still respected, she would go to him for things, right? So he wasn't,
right.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't necessarily under her, but he did not set his household in order. He didn't realize this is my life. Brother, I'm a man, brother. Those kids, they're mine. This is my life. This is mine life. And when y'all are old enough, I'm trying to give y'all a life that y'all are going to enjoy by teaching you structure and giving you, helping you understand it. When you get out there on your own, these are the things you need to watch out for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right now, you're in my life. Right now, you're in my life. I have 2 daughters, so at some point, I'm going to give them out of my life, away from my life.
Yep.
I'm going to. Y'all are in my life right now, and then I'm going to give y'all away from my life. Doesn't mean I will never see y'all again. Doesn't mean I won't embrace y'all, and but that's what I'm going to do. And while you're here, I'm going to make sure that my life. I still have to live. I'm going to make sure that I have it the way I would have it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to shoot anybody. When you turn 16, I don't want to have to shoot anybody. So I'm going to teach you some things so I don't have to shoot anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some men will say, "Oh man, you can't control that." I didn't say I was going to control it. You're right. I can't control it. I didn't say I was going to control it. I'm saying I'm going to prevent it. I'm going to prevent myself from killing a child or whatever it is. Because I have this stuff. This is my life, man. I'm strong enough to live my life the way I choose to live it. And my wife is in my life. And my children are in my life. And so there's no way that my wife can say, I'm going to reward you with a little bit of That would only be a joke, Jeff. If she did that, that would only be a joke. I would only laugh. I would call you and say, hey, brother, you wouldn't believe my wife just made this funny joke to me.
Oh man, you guys are so silly. Yeah.
I encourage all men. It doesn't matter if you slightly disagree or partially kind of live that way a little bit, but then again, because I want my kids to be happy. I encourage every man to just stop and say, is this what I want? Is this the life that I want? Is this what I want? And if it's not what you want, it doesn't matter if you agree or disagree. Go get what you want. Live the life that you want to live. You may say, well, that's how I want to live. I want to be neglected, and I don't want respect. And I don't care if my children, ruin their lives. I don't care. As long as they're happy while they're kids, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Or as long as they seem happy while they're kids, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And obviously, I'm not gonna say no. Stop that. That's your life. It's your life, man. But I encourage you to actually live the life you want to live. Those are your kids. You decided that's what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? You're sponsoring them. And some people pay child support, Jeff, they don't get to see their children that much.
Yeah.
So am I telling them, it's your life. You got to do what you got to do. Am I telling them to just go? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It is your life, though. So if you stop taking care of what you're supposed to take care of, you have to deal with what comes with that.
Yeah. You got to. I understand, right? The state tells you got to pay so much money so they can get theirs. Because I don't think they care, Jeff. Do they care?
No. That's why they back up what they're saying with tasers and pepper spray and guns.
Okay. So they don't really care if you take care of your children.
No, pay your money or go to jail. That's it.
All right, that's my challenge. That's my challenge to all men. And like my brother Chris said, every day is Father's Day for me. And then also Manny said it, every day is Father's Day. Father's Day is every day. That's how I live.
Yeah.
My children adore me. It's not because I'm the greatest man in the world. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I am. But they adore me. And even if they didn't, so what?
Yeah.
So what, man? That's you live my life to be adored? Never, brother. Never.
Nah, brother. Here's the deal, man. Is I was doing me before they got here. I brought y'all here. I remember when y'all weren't here.
Yes, sir.
I had loans. I had credit. I had all that before you got here. You know what I'm saying? I remember having a flip phone. Like, come on, man. I had a whole life before the kids showed up. And now that they're here, it's cool. I've always pictured fatherhood like this, brother. I'm eating food, and now that I have a child, a portion of my plate goes to the child now. So as I eat, now I have to make sure that a portion of this food goes to the small one.
That's right.
And that's the difference. If this child starts throwing my food off my plate, brother, we got a problem, man. Because I put this plate here.
You're gonna have a problem with a 4-year-old, brother? Don't
touch my food. You hear me, child?
Now let's talk about some good stuff. Just real quick, brother. Real quick. I'm really hard on us men because I want us to enjoy life. That's all. I'm not hard on you because I want you to suffer more. I want you to enjoy your life, man. Life is short.
Yeah.
My favorite part of being a father, brother, my favorite part is seeing what I've taught them and they use it for their benefit. Small things, brother. They're still young.
Yeah.
I still have car seat age children.
They're still car seated?
Yes, sir. Yeah. And so I don't have a long, a long history of being able to teach and then see what it's just 5 years, brother.
Right.
And less, 5 and less.
Yeah, some of the stuff he taught is like just sprouted. It's like this big out of the ground.
Yes, sir.
Like a little inch.
Just an inch. But to see what my consistency and what my commands has the fruit that I see out of it, brother. My discipline to see how it brings them more meaningful life. It's the best part of being a father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's better than buying them gifts and seeing them happy for how long? How long is the happiness, the smiles and joy?
Oh man, 15 minutes tops.
Damn it. And how many hours did it take to you worked hours or a percentage of hours? What's the percentage of hours you worked for the percentage of hours that they're happy?
It's brother. At best, you're looking at a 5-hour to 15-minute ratio.
Golly, brother.
That's like the lowest. Some of these gifts out here, brother, these are like 2-month to 15-minute ratios.
500% to 15%. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Or I should say 25% since it's 15 minutes. So 500% to 25%. That's a horrible trade-off, brother.
Horrible, brother. And for sure, that thing is just going to be in the room collecting dust before the month is over, man.
So then, could kids be a drug, brother? Is that a hit? That's a high you got because you saw your child. I just want to see my children smile.
Oh yeah.
So you'll do all that for.
Oh yeah, brother. I remember bringing a little stuffed animal lamb.
Yes, sir.
To my daughter. She was maybe 2 years old, and when I brought it to her, I walked into the bedroom and I put the lamb around the corner. I was like, Isella, Isella. And she turned around. And then I poked my head and I said, "What's up, girl?" Brother, she was the happiest I've ever seen in my life, in her life. Even to this day, brother. She ran up, she grabbed my leg, she grabbed the lamb, and she was just enamored by the whole thing. She absolutely loved it. She still has it. She remembers that day. She was like 2 years old. And brother, I spent a time chasing that day, brother.
You want that again, right?
I want that again. I've never been able to recreate it. And I've bought her so many more toys. I didn't even buy that lamb, guys. I didn't even buy it. It was like something that I just came. I don't know how I got into possession of it, but it was just something, brother. Some stuffed animal. I think my sister gave it to me to give her or something. Never been able to recreate it, brother.
Wow, what a truth this is, brother.
Yeah, but it was such a treat, right? It was such a treat to see her that happy. And I have it. I have that, right? It's in my memories, and I have it. But yeah, I can't go spend $500 right now and do it again.
Oh man, brother,
I can't. I can't go spend that kind of money and do it again, brother.
And some people, they just keep trying, right?
Keep trying, man. Keep trying, brother. And I'll still buy her stuff here and there, man. I'll get her toys and shoes and all this, but I won't fool myself into thinking that I'm getting that feeling again, because how important is that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So maybe ultimately the best thing you can do is protect your children.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You got to provide for them, obviously. Right? A 9-year-old can't work a full-time job. They can't do it.
Not in America, anyways.
Not in America,
yeah.
And then set them on a course, man. That's the gift, y'all. You're not gonna, you know, you're not gonna get a gift. I just told y'all, there's no such thing as a good father. There's nothing. Maybe we came out here. Well, then what should they give? Yeah, man. Yeah, we do all that stuff. Yeah, so yeah, tell them, Big Daddy Energy Podcast. What should we get? Tell them we're worthy.
We're worthy. Yeah, you get to wake up tomorrow and do it again if the Lord wills it.
That's it.
That's what you get.
That's the gift.
That's the gift, yeah.
Nothing better than that, man. To do a job well done. That's it.
That's it.
And hopefully you get to see some of it before you go, because you're not promised that even.
Yeah.
And so I know some men have taken out insurance for the family. Some have an inheritance stored up for their children. Good, man. You know, things like that. Whether that's going to last them for the rest of their life or not, at least you're saying, I'm going to leave them something. Some people have taught them self-defense, even up to the point of artillery, right? Second Amendment stuff I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Some have coached their children up to have a sport, and that they can be in that sport. That's all they need.
Yeah.
John Morant's dad trained his son up so well, brother. He's in the NBA now. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool, man.
And that's what he gave him. He gave his son that. And now he can look at his son on TV, brother.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's your gift. He doesn't have to buy you a car.
Yeah.
He probably will. He probably has, but you know that he doesn't have to.
Yeah, yeah. You got your son in the NBA. Now you and the boys get to talk about him at the bar.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
You can go to his game. He's always at his games, front row, brother. He's there.
There you go.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, well done, Father.
Well done. That's it.
Yeah.